The long criminal chapter of the Senate scandal should come to an end today. As expected, the Crown dropped the fraud and breach of trust charges against Patrick Brazeau. Let's go to Ottawa. CTV's Mercedes Stevenson is there now. Mercedes, bring us up to speed.
Well, we're just hearing from Senator Patrick Brazeau on Twitter. He just tweeted this: "I wouldn't wish false accusations on my worst enemy. It almost ruined my life. I was thrown under the bus, but I survived." So again, we were expecting the charges to be dropped today. They were, of course, also dropped against former Senator Mac Harb. Senator Pamela Wallin did not face charges after a lengthy RCMP investigation. The Crown and the RCMP made the decision not to lay charges. And of course, Senator Mike Duffy, who was charged and did go through a trial on 31 charges of fraud and breach of trust, he was found not guilty on all of those, Morella, and it seemed to change the calculation of the Crown, who did not believe it was realistic that they could get a conviction on these kinds of charges. Today, earlier, before the court appearance, Senator Brazeau tweeted saying that after over 800 days of being made out to be a fraudster, he hoped that it would come to an end. So this, in a way, closes up the Senate saga, or certainly the court portion of the Senate expense saga. And it's something that many Canadians have been watching for a long time, and now complete.
All right, what now for Brazeau?
Well, if he so chooses, Morella, he could return to the Senate right now, because what was keeping him out were these particular Senate charges. He's still facing legal action in regards to refusing to take a breathalyzer test, but that wouldn't prevent him from returning to the Senate. So the big question now is, does he want to come back as a senator or not? When the election happened, it basically hit the reset button, which meant that he was receiving pay from the Senate, but that he was still on a leave, essentially, from it. But now that will be gone too, and if he wants to walk back in there today, he could do so.
What about Mike Duffy, Senator Mike Duffy? Because I know he was asked to repay some expenses after the criminal trial ended. Where does that stand?
Well, this is the big question. What happens? Because the Senate says that he still owes tens of thousands of dollars, and they want the money back. He is saying that he has already been through a trial. The judge found him not guilty, that those were not inappropriate expenses, and he doesn't want to pay the money back. The Senate is saying that he has the choice if he wants to go to arbitration, like some other senators did in a process that was brought in after the Senate scandal to determine how much the arbitrator would think that he owes. So that is still evolving, as it were, and we'll find out what's happening on that front as the story continues.
Mercedes, thanks for the update.